Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And we're still in the Great Crystal, and we're still getting beat up by these endless forbiddens. Yeah, because this place wasn't annoying enough. By the way, it's gonna get worse. So, regardless of what happens or how far we get here in the Great Crystal, what I'm going to end up doing is at the end of this video, I'm just going to do the rest off camera. I'm not going to do like boss battles off camera or anything like that, but I'm going to get through the maze portion of this off camera. Speaking of maze portions, I should probably have my map out so I can maybe tell you where we're going in here. Oh, who am I kidding? I don't even know where we're going in here. You don't either, and don't even pretend you do, because that's how bad this place is. Yeah, I really don't understand the point of cutting off the in-game map in an era when the internet exists. Okay, so we got that gate unlocked. I don't know what that gate was because I was looking for my map. We're at Virgo. Oh, Virgo. Okay, so now we clear Virgo, and we want to go back the way we came. We're going to take a right. And at this point, I'm just holding the flee button, and we're just booking it out of here. We don't need to mess with that switch, because that's the lever switch. But if we go over here, there's a Virgo gate on the left, and that's what we want to open. We don't need to... The other gate is a Capricorn 2 gate. We don't need to open that gate because we can already get to the other side of that gate. We have to go around through the other path, but did these forbiddens follow us off the other screen? Can they do that? That's ridiculous. Sleepga is ridiculous. In fact, at some point here, I'm going to end up putting on the Ninshin belts that make us immune to sleep, because I can't put up with Sleepga. But this skull worm, they're not too bad to deal with. It's those forbidden ones. So yeah, regardless of how far we get here, I'm going to just go to the end of the maze off camera. In fact, I'll have most of the place. Well, I shouldn't say most of the place explored, because I'll have an entire half of this place that I'm not exploring on camera, and probably not exploring at all, depending on... I hope I find the other treasure I'm looking for here, so I don't so I have a good excuse not to explore the rest of this place. Yeah, that's how much I don't like this place. I didn't like it before when we were just in like the main game section, and that section wasn't too bad. It still kind of was, but this is basically 20 times worse than the main game section. I mean, just the combination of no in-game maps, everything looks the same, and it's a giant maze, endlessly spawning enemies that use annoying status effects, multiple annoying status effects, and timers for certain gates that you have to flip a switch and then you only have so much time to get to the gate to bring the gate down in an area where you have no in-game map and it's a giant maze and everything looks the same. Like, really, who thought this up? Oh, and if you think that's all there is, no, it gets much worse. Yeah, see, I would have to equip a belt that makes us immune to stop against those guys. I'm not going to keep swapping equipment or accessories around. Fran, I'm going to need you to remedy Balthier there so he doesn't die from that doom counter. Thank you. Anyways, we're at Waystone 16. Or was that Waystone 17? That was 17. I can't do Roman numerals right now, apparently. I'm too angry at this play. Step on the thing, and there's the Forbiddens, there's Sleepka. No. And we're at a crystal. Okay, so we're at, like, the most northern point of the maze here. And so what we want to do, we want to save. And one of these paths, the one to the northwest of the crystal, depending on, you know, which direction you're facing, but where the three split paths are, we want to take the one on the left. And that's going to get us the Aquarius, that's the Aquarius switch. And then we get to go all the way back down and find the Aquarius gate and turn the Aquarius gate off, or dispel the Aquarius gate, whatever the appropriate terminology is here. The appropriate terminology here is, I hate the Great Crystal and I want to be done with it. But we're not yet. Okay, so here's where... Do I want to spoil it? Well, okay, I have to rant about one more aspect. There's still, because there's not already enough bad aspects about this area. There's still one more thing that the game piles on to us, to this complete insane madness here. These guys are endless. They're putting so many statuses on us. Once you kill this one, more are gonna pop up. Just watch. This is ridiculous. This is way too much. What is this thing? Oh, Evil Spirit. And then there's more Forbiddens as well. Oh, an Evil Spirit... Is Evil Spirit like a, Oh, this is really bad. That's got to be like some sort of rare game, because he has not died yet. I hope that's not a rare game. Well, actually, I hope it is, because I don't want to run into these guys anymore. No, bye, Balthier. Fran's silenced. Bosch is asleep. This is just going all kinds of poorly. Oh, Bosch is awake again. Glad you could rejoin us here. Okay, so if we ever get to it, that's the Aquarius switch that I need. I get to run all the way back. Basically all the way back through to the point where we started this video. In order to bring down the Aquarius gate. Now, there's two Aquarius gates. There's an Aquarius gate over roughly by the Capricorn switch, which we have to have that gate down in order to get to the Taurus switch. That's the only way to get to the Taurus switch, and we need to use the Taurus switch to get to the place where I'm ultimately trying to go. The other gate that we need to get down is basically just an alternative to the Capricorn 2 gate that I'm not going to shut down here. And that's the gate, the Aquarius 2 gate is the one over by the Virgo switch. Yep, that's the Aquarius gate. Now we can finally touch it. It gives us quite a bit of time, but, oh my god, look at these Forbiddens that just keep spawning. You know what? We can stop here at the crystal. Haha! I don't want to save while this thing is going. But while the game is kind of paused and the timer's paused, I'm going to just kind of... I'm checking the map. Anytime you see a long pause in this video, this is past gameplay me checking the map and trying to figure out where to go. And if you want to follow along on your own map, you know, go ahead, Google up a map of the Great Crystal area, and you'll see why this is... I'm going to argue this is the worst designed area in the game. Not so much the worst designed thing, because I think the palings and the... what's the other thing? The palings and the magic barrier, where they become immune to all physical and magic attacks for such and such a time. Yeah, I still say that's the worst. But this is a very close second. The good news about this part is, or this area, is that it's only one of many areas in this game, and I only have to put up with it. Wait, Waystone 20, this isn't right. Checking the map. Okay, so Waystone 22, or 20, is actually like back to the very beginning of this entire section. I don't want to be there because that's not the shortest path. So we have to warp back to Waystone 19. It's Waystone 18 that we want to take to get to Waystone 17, and then it's that path where we... Yeah, because otherwise we're going through the, like the Waystone 12 to 14, and then we're going around that whole area again. Which, I mean, we could do that, but I don't think we'd be able to get there in the amount of time that this is giving us. I don't know if we're going to get to the Aquarius Gate now in the amount of time that this is giving us. But when we get to the Aquarius Gate, I will rant about the one other aspect that's really, really frustrating about this. Because, you know, this isn't frustrating enough. They had to add another layer on top of it. Got to make a whole 7-layer burrito out of this thing. I feel like I just insulted burritos. I apologize to burritos everywhere. It's the Great Crystal's fault. Okay, I have no idea where I am right now. Past gameplay me has some vague idea. Basically, when I'm reading the map, I'm just looking at it as if I was running along that perspective, and I'm trying to view it as like from a first-person perspective rather than just a flat 2D map here, which I have a flat 2D map, and I appreciate that. Basically, I get to this place and I'm like, okay, well, I need to take the first left. Since I'm coming from this direction, I need to take the first left, and then I take the first right, and then I take the second right, and then I take the, you know, second left or whatever. And that was just my sort of rationale or thinking for how to navigate through this place, even with the map. Because even with the map, I still didn't really want to do this. Is that the right path? I think so. That was the second left. And there's our Aquarius Gate. That's the Aquarius 1 gate. However, I also need the Aquarius 2 gate to be down. And this is where another problem is. So, I'm going to go all the way back to the Aquarius switch. If you know where that is from this point without needing a map, you're insane. But we're going to go back and we're going to flip the Aquarius switch. And then, spoiler alert, we're going to go over to where the Virgo switch is, because that's where the Aquarius 2 gate is. We're going to bring down the Aquarius 2 gate. And everything will seem fine. And then I'm like, well, from that point, all I have to do is go to the Taurus switch, which is past the Aquarius 1 gate that we just brought down. And then I flip the Taurus switch and then go back through over by the Virgo switch and through the Aquarius gate 2. And then there'll be 2 Taurus switches after that. No, that's not how this works. So you see, what's going to happen is once I go back, flip the Aquarius gate, or the Aquarius switch, then go to the Aquarius 2 gate and touch it to bring down the Aquarius 2 gate, the Aquarius 1 gate is going to come back up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run all the way over to where the Aquarius 1 gate is, thinking that it's still down, because why shouldn't it be down? And then finding out that it's not. And then that's pretty much where this video is going to stop. I was kind of spoiled the rest of the video for you guys. I'm sorry about that, but if I waited till the end, I wouldn't have enough time to rant about how dumb this is. This is the next layer in our 7 layers of great crystal crap. So yeah, and then what I end up doing, I do it off camera. I'm practically at the end anyways. And when I say practically at the end, you know what I mean. So what I have to do is I go all the way back to the Aquarius switch. I flip that down, then I go all the way back to the Aquarius 1 gate and block that, or bring that gate down, because that gate has to be down so you can access to the Taurus switch. That's the only way you get access to the Taurus switch. Then I have to go to the Capricorn gate, or Capricorn switch, switch that down, and then go up to the Capricorn 2 gate and bring that down. Because I don't need... Yeah, I don't need Capricorn 1 down anymore. Capricorn 1 is what gets us to Virgo. That's the path I was trying to get to here for the Taurus switch area. So to get to where we have the Taurus gates and we need to bring the Taurus gates down, you either have to have the Capricorn 2 gate down or the Aquarius 2 gate down. But you can't have the Aquarius 2 gate down and get to the switch for the Taurus, because the Taurus is sealed behind the Aquarius gate 1. So you have to have Aquarius gate 1 down, which also means you have to have Capricorn 2 down. Did you guys follow all that? If you're looking at a map, you might be able to follow all of this directions. If not, well, that's probably why you're watching this video instead of, you know, playing. Maybe you are playing. Maybe you're playing along with me. Okay, we're just gonna fill up here at the crystal here. So yeah, this is the path to getting... Oh, the other thing to note is there's nothing to the north of the crystal in that center path, at least according to my map. I will end up accidentally going there and finding the thing that I'm looking for. Well, one of the things I'm looking for. I still do need to get past the Taurus gate. So anyways, once you do all of that, you flip the Taurus gate switch, then you go around over by the Libra switch, over by... I think it's over by the gate we're about to see here. Yeah, the gate, that other gate there, that's the Capricorn 2. We need to flip that down, and then we go that way. And then from that point, that's where your 2 Taurus gates are. Now, one Taurus gate, the one which would end up being the first left, coming from the Capricorn 2, where the Capricorn 2 gate was, supposedly leads to a treasure, which I'm going to ignore because I don't want to go back and flip the Taurus gate again. I'm so sick of this area and flipping switches and mazes and navigating this place. So, I'm just going to hope that I find the treasure someplace else in here, and that the treasure I'm looking for is not there. So I don't have to do more of this place off camera. But we're going to flip down the Taurus 1 gate, and then after that there's one path, and then there's like only one straight path you can take, and that gets you to the Waystone 21, and that's where we want to be, is Waystone 21. And from Waystone 21, everything is just like a straight shot. There's a couple more Waystones, but it's all just one straight path. There's no confusing maziness to it. And we get to the area that I'm attempting to get to. That is my ultimate goal here. So, yeah, I think at this point, this is where I start putting on this is where Sleepga has just finally gotten to me. And the thing that makes us immune to sleep is the Ninshin belt. I know I'm not pronouncing that right, but I'm pronouncing it in the Great Crystal dialect. So, yeah, I don't want... I'm sick of trying to run from these guys, and then these Forbiddens going, oh, Sleepga, everybody's asleep, and now you're all dying. Yeah, no, I've had enough of that. And of course, anytime I stop, those forbidden things are going to catch up to me, so I can't even, you know... I have to pause and go to the menu to look at the map and make sure I know what I'm doing here. I mean, you guys remember earlier on in this how easily I get lost in 3D environments in this. This is a 3D maze. A 3D maze where everything looks the same. I mean, yeah, some of the screens or some of the areas might have like a slightly different enemy combinations, or I should say have spawned different enemies. Like some of them will have a couple of them will have the ashworm, a couple of them will have the skull worms, and I like those guys. Those guys aren't bad to deal with. But that's not enough of like a I don't know if I should say landmark or a marker for me to be able to fully grasp this. And yeah, this is me going to the Taurus switch, and it's blocked by Aquarius Gate 1. So yeah, I'm going to fix all of this off camera, and I'll see you guys next time where we'll finish up the Great Crystal, and you won't have to see any more of this mazy navigating frustratedness. Yeah, I gave myself a little bit of time to rant here, but I already ranted. I ranted enough on this place. We can get to boss time in action next time.